So we'll just be discussing how to chip or plan or organize, whatever you want to call it, a global map. We can start off with, I guess, the landing tournaments. If you don't have land, no, if you have land, you don't need to worry about this, obviously. But yeah, if you don't have land, you'll be placing landing tournaments. You go into this tournament, like this, for example. Now there is 4 players or 4 teams in this. That means that, you will always fight, or the highest elo always gets matched up against this person. And then these people are against these people. If there were 5, so there was another team here that had higher elo than Relol, they would be sitting out of the first round, so they wouldn't fight anyone, right? And then these 4 teams would still fight each other, but these guys would be like the first one on the. They would get a matchup in the second round, but then someone else would sit out. I think it's done by XP, the highest. Like they all get the highest XP. The highest XP skips around, I think. But don't quote me on that. So, yeah, anyway, that's basically it. Obviously, with this, you need to be careful because these landing tournaments, most people won't defend their land. So, most of the time, you just have to account for the games that you will play. So, like, if we were in this, I would only have to account for 2 rounds, which means this is in British time, So this is at 6 o'clock my time. So first battle will be at 6 o'clock, and then the next battle will be at past. Most teams will not defend their land because it will overlap into the next time zone. Because these people, if they want to defend this land, it will be at 7 o'clock, like 7 o'clock my time, right? So they would have to forfeit an attack into another piece of land over here. So they wouldn't have an attack at 7 o'clock. So they have 7 o'clock land. So most likely they will never defend their province because they want to attack into probably this, and they will get more points for this rather than defending their land. Because if you win a province, you get 24,000. You can see this big number here. You get that for capturing it, but I think then you'll go down to 9,000 because I mean in the rules here it says that you go down to 12,000 in the first day. So I don't know if it's like I think you earn the 24,000 and then you also earn 12k on top of that after the turn is over, I think. And then the next day it goes down to 9k and then so on. It goes to 6, 3, 0. So really you shouldn't be holding on to provinces ever unless they fit into your schedule. Obviously, this is the schedule. If you don't know about this, I would recommend putting it into battle list order. It's a lot easier to battle schedule. Sorry, it's a lot easier to see what you're doing right now because obviously right now you can see that we're attacking these 2 provinces. We're defending this one, or we can choose to defend these 2. And as you can see, like this one goes into the next time zone. So these people will probably not defend it. So that will only be 2 battles, right? And it looks like I may have scared someone off. All right, I thought I'd show you a spreadsheet for planning global map because obviously you do have this system, which I think is more than fine. Especially if you only have like 1 team, I think it's fine. You do have, as well as like you can say Alpha team is taking that, Bravo team is taking that. I think that is more than fine. But if you want to be like a bit more like put it down somewhere else, this is probably the best form that I've seen, though I haven't really seen any other forms. But yeah, pretty simple. Time is in this time, whatever time you want it to be in, American time or whatever, and you're saying that this is an overland. You have your 3 colors for this mode, because you don't get elite front or advanced front on this. So you have an overland. Let's say you are from this Ensk You have this Ensk and you're attacking into the highway, so that would be an overland. And you just put it for how many attackers. I mean, for example, let's avoid that there is a 4 there. But so I don't know. Let's say there's 3 people attacking it, and the enemy team probably won't defend it. So you have 2 battles. If you're lowest on elo, you'll definitely fight 2 battles. On highest, you might skip one. So you might just say, put like a skip after it's decided. You then have a battle here, and then you attack onto the next time zone in another province. I don't know. Let's say you're attacking the Serene Coast by a landing or whatever. All right. So that's that, and then you have, this, which is a landing tournament that you've decided. Yeah, I want this province, so I'm going to land on it. There's 2 people. Let's just say there's me as well. So reroll would be the highest elo, so they would sit out. You'd fight these people, and then you'd fight reroll, making the 2 battles. And then you have this defense, which would be at 6 o'clock my time. So 7 o'clock EST. And you'd be waiting, obviously, because these people are sitting out, these people are fighting, and then the winner fights Kodra, and then they go into this. As you can see, they have elo based, fame points based, or XP based. It doesn't really matter for this because there's only one person coming into it, but it's XP based. So the highest XP person will miss out if there is more than one. And then, yeah, for this one, the enemy team is defending their land. So, whoever wins between these 2 people fight Kodra in the second round, and then they go into the defense of this, which makes it 6 o'clock for me, or 7 o'clock on this. So I'll put a link into this in the description below. I mean, there's also like booster deals. Obviously, this is old when, old global map when you had boosters, but maybe you have some kind of agreements of like, I won't attack your land, or I won't defend my land if you attack it, blah, blah, blah. We also have map-based side, so you can tell what side you are on. Instead of seeing like, in the game, you see left and right. This means you can see what kind of bases you are on and what side is probably best. Obviously, west side is horrible on Sand River, but east side is very good. So, kind of useful as well, I thought, to include. Nice feature that can be used is, I don't know what we'd call it, the like province finder, I guess. So backstory is I need an attack at 7 o'clock on the hour, but because I didn't place an attack before this hour, which is 5 o'clock, so if I place an attack at 4:54, 4:59, I would have enough time to make another division and attack out of it, because the division would be made on the hour. But because I have not, I was waiting to make sure that these games don't overlap into this time zone. But now I have the problem of, I need to find a game for 7 o'clock for my players. So I will use this filter, new search. Let's go 7 o'clock, all maps. I don't really care. You can just pick them anyway. Obviously, I need a few less players. I don't want anything above 4, because if they have 5, that means I have to go into the next time zone. Most likely, people will not be defending their province, especially high elo clans. So Tilt, Oslik, Relol, they will not defend their provinces, because it goes into the next time zone. Correct? Right? And the only time they defend it is if there is only one attacker on it, and your attack or your defense then becomes like half past, then you can maybe defend it, but that's still a risk. Anyway, so this one that has tilt defending. There's Red Giant, has 4 people. Fantastic for me. So I placed a division on this landing application, and because it has 4 people on, it's fine because Tilt won't be defending, so it'll be 2 rounds. So like it'll be on the hour at past, and then Tilt won't be defending, so I can quite happily attack this province. Obviously, I do need to watch out until the hour, so I need to wait until basically the last minute and see if anyone else attacks this, because if it goes over 4 people, I cannot play this. So yeah, just a nice little tool to use. In most time zones, you will be selecting 2 battles. You'll be picking one on the hour, so 6 o'clock, for example, and then one at 15 minutes past. So, like, if you wanted to, you'd book these 2 provinces and you would attack them. Most of the time, you probably want something a bit further away, so your 2 provinces don't attack the same province, because it gives you less options for things you want to attack. So you probably want to go more for like maybe this one. Obviously, it depends on the map. Maybe you don't like Pearl River, so you play Cliff instead. So you attack that cliff and attack the steps. So now you have 2 at that time zone. Obviously, that's per team. If you have 2 teams, you have 30 players, you can book 2 at 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock on the hour, and then 2 at 15 minutes past. But, that's obvious, I hope. On to overlands. So overlands, you're mostly, when you get a piece of land and you're landing on the global map, you will get these options. This one, you get to relocate your division, which means you attack the province or provinces next to you. They cannot attack a landing tournament. So these things, you cannot push into one of them. The only way to attack the province would be landing on it, or clicking on the button. Mostly I'm already attacking this province, EXO province. Most likely I will not have to fight anyone, basically because they know I'm gifted. Like, basically they go, oh, let's see who this opponent is. Oh, they have 1500 elo. That's probably going to be a loss for us. Let's not attack that. If you're anything below probably 1400, they probably won't care. I mean, 1300, they probably won't care, unless obviously like it's 900 elo or 1000 elo. They might care, but you have to size up the opponents. Like, I don't know. Let's say, obviously, you do need to like look. This is 900 elo clan, but they're actually 1400, right? So you do need to be careful, and I would always check on what elo they are on the website. But I don't know. Let's put these guys, for example. They are probably not wanting to attack these people. But so they're gonna probably run out of options. I guess they're attacking this. And they haven't put any attacks in from this province yet. But yeah, they probably won't like to attack into a province that's already been attacked by Relol, because they're most likely going to just lose. But it is technically, like, I guess it's easier in that regard. You guarantee a battle, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, we're already attacking this Live Oaks province. Most likely, I'm guessing EXO will not defend this province. A, because we're a 1500 elo clan. Why would they defend it? So most likely that won't be a battle. However, one of these 3 other clans could attack it. If you really want to like plan your ass off, you could try and contact every single one of them people and ask if they're attacking that province, to make sure they're not attacking their province. So now I can go like, oh, okay, well, that province won't be a battle, so let me just attack another province. That's why I've put a landing tournament here. This might also, because we're 1500, a lot of clans are scared of going into the same landing tournament as us. So no one is fighting us for this land. So most likely I won't have to probably fight for these 2 provinces. There's just an advantage of being a 1500 elo clan. But sometimes you do get lucky. I mean, I think a lot of people got free land on the first day. So yeah. Anyway, so most likely these won't be battles. So most likely I will be using my division and going into this province, which guarantees me a game against who is attacking it. Probably Trash. Yeah, so we guarantee a game against Trash, and we will just fight for that glyph. Obviously, then I will need to find another game at 15 minutes past. I'm attacking this red Shire that's owned by Tilt. Again, most likely, these people might not attack it because we're 1500, but Chens might attack it because they're 1500 as well. Kodra might. These guys are 1400, so they might even attack it as well. But most people are looking for easy options really on the global map. Like if they can avoid fighting a good clan, they will take that option. So I might even have to find another attack at 615. Another thing that you get from owning a province is these things, engineering battalions. They basically, as they say here, just reduce the cooldown time. So when you attack a province over land, it takes time for that division to like be available again. So then you can attack another province. Obviously, they will always be in time for you to attack the next day. But if you want to use like two divisions, so obviously this I'm attacking this province from this province, so I've used one division and then I've remade my division. You'll see I can't show it here, but you'll see an option where it says, it'll be like right here, it says like make a new division basically. So you just click that and make a new division, it updates in the next turn, and then you can use another division. And when you're using this, it takes a lot less time, so it allows you to possibly attack 2 times out of that province. So it's always worth using this. They are free. There's nothing really not worth using them. You may as well just use them because you have them. And yeah, next thing is most people probably know, but like you have to use your attacks before the turn ends. However, it's a bit difficult. Like for this 6 o'clock, I have to place my attacks before 5 o'clock. So my last opportunity to use a division or defend a division or defend a province, sorry, or place a landing tournament would be at 4:59 for me. As you can see here, like you have a minute left, and you can place your divisions all the way up to like 1 second left before the minute ends or the hour starts. So you always, most people place their attack. I mean, annoying people place their attacks at the very last minute, so you don't know what they're doing, and then you can't plan around that, and it's really annoying because sometimes, like for example, this Live Oaks province, someone could attack it, they could defend it if they wanted to. You won't actually know until 5 o'clock basically, and when the turn updates. So obviously it's just about to turn 3 now. So that means that we're almost too late to place an attack here. For this season, I would recommend going for battles, like attacking provinces that have battles in them. So like for example, this mirror I'm attacking into because I want that's 2 games for me, and for the clan. So it gives people's components and stuff. And hopefully you win the province in the end, so you get the clan fame points. But yeah, because most of the time you should, like, if you're like an okay clan, like you may not get the. I mean, eventually this will go down further down the list. Like more people will get the gold and bonds. Ideally, you're getting clan points because you want to be in that or this like weekly leaderboard to get the gold and bonds. But you also want to have a decent amount of battles. Obviously, having one extra doesn't mean like that much. So like, you know, that mirror that I showed you that has 2 people fighting for it, like it just means another battle for gifted, so my players can get more components in the workshop, so they can quickly get into that ultimate bundle or whatever they want to build. But obviously, if you can win a province, it's probably decent again, because you get more clan fame points, which get you higher into the weekly bonuses. So you get more golden bonds, and you know, into the overall as well. If you're banging for the top 10% to get this badge, you know, you want to also do that, so you get camos and stuff. But yeah, also it stops people being bored. You know, you don't want to be waiting around for at least 15 minutes for your next game, or even worse, like 45 minutes. Since it's updating anyway, I will show you a live reaction of my planning and see how well it went. Right now, I'm afraid of if someone else attacks this Redshire, and if someone else attacks this Live Oaks. That's my 2 worries. I am kind of risking it. I wouldn't recommend doing this at like a low, like 1,000 elo clan. Probably maybe a 1,400 elo clan can kind of gamble with it. But everything seems to have worked out fantastic. I get this for free, as you can see. I also get this province also for free, and means I am getting a battle here against these people. No one is defending it. You can see from the schedule that no one is defending these provinces. So this is good for me. I get 3 battles, and hopefully my team won't be too bored at this time zone. So yeah. Another thing is, for these provinces that earn you less clan fame points over time, obviously I went through it like a little bit, like you earn less for the amount of days you hold it. The only thing that can reset it is leaving the global map entirely. Even if you lose a province and then wait, I don't know, a 1 week, and then you attack the province again, it will still be only worth, I mean, like the San River, if I left it today, came back in a week, I'd only earn 9,000 points. So obviously you don't want to be attacking the same provinces over and over and over again. Most of the time it's not really an issue, unless you're staying on the map for a long period of time. Maybe like 3 weeks, maybe. But yeah, obviously you try and capture zones in different areas. That's another reason why you don't want the 2 zones to be close enough together. You know, you want a little bit of distance in between your provinces, so you can have the opportunity to win provinces not near each other, so you can keep on attacking other provinces near it without the risk of only earning 9,000, 6,000, 30,000, 0. If you want to leave the global map, you will need to click this button, click the leave global map button, and leave the map. I can't do this because it will show my email. I can't be bothered editing a black box to cover it. But because this is very last minute, because I've been busy with work today. But yeah, you just click the leave global map button. It will prompt you to log in. You know, you log in. You probably have to click leave the global map again, and then at the end of the hour or end of the turn, it will leave the global map for you, and that's how you get your all your provinces back up to 24,000 points for capturing them. You also can earn extra points for earning a lot of provinces or owning a lot of provinces. So if we go to this, it shows you, you know, these tables. So if you have more than 4, you get 28, 18,000, 5, another 18,000, 6, so on, until you're +8, where you're 90,000. I'm guessing that it ends at 8, so if you have any more than 8, you don't just keep on earning 90,000 per one you win, though, you know, I don't know exactly, because it doesn't explain that, or it doesn't say no, but I would imagine if you read into it, it probably doesn't give you that. Right, next is like doing deals on the global map. It is kind of hard to do them. For example, like this Live Oaks, if I wanted to make sure no one else was attacking it, I would have to message relol I don't know what these people are called, lifestyle, and cuz. I would have to message all three of them to ask if they're attacking this. Oh, and also need to message these people as well to see if they're attacking this province. So it is very difficult to figure that out. Maybe an easier province would be like, these ones probably. Like they can only be attacked by these two people. And these people. So most of the time you are going to be messaging three people to ask about a province. So I don't know. I mean, this one I feel mean for attacking Ico again, but like again, this one I would have to message all these three people if they're attacking this. I mean, this province, which is just like insane. I think it attacks 10 provinces. I would have to message every single one of them to see if they're attacking this. So yeah, obviously it gets a bit easier for some provinces, especially if you attack, provinces next to each other. Like you land next to provinces together. You can definitely make it easier to do diplomacy, but most of the time you will be stuck messaging a few people. Most of the time you're asking them if they are defending a province. Really, most people aren't. But if they only have one province and they're being attacked twice, like let's say this Proco, they might defend it because it lines up into their battles for today. Like for example, this Live Oaks, this one as well. Like I could defend this piece of land if I wanted to. If no other battle goes at that time, like for example, like it would have to be this Live Oaks gets attacked by one other person. Well, technically two, I guess, because most likely Ico are not defending this piece of land. So even if it would have to be two people, it would have to be, I don't know, let's say Relol and Lifestyle. They would both have to attack it, so there's three attackers on it. I would have to, I would attack in the first round, and then I would have to fight in the second round as well, because I would have to attack Relol first, because these are the highest elo. So they sit out, and then I would have to attack these in the second round. It becomes even worse if they are defending their land, because that then brings it up to 7 o'clock, which then fucks over your other time zones as well. So most likely, you're going to throw that battle if two other people attack it. So you either don't show up for it, or you go in with 12 or 15 and just have fun and fuck about, because it doesn't line up in your schedule. So yeah,